Hey, welcome to the world of BYD. My name is Christian and I'm here to show you around your new ATTO 2. Firstly, congratulations. The ATTO 2 is a comfortable, compact SUV that looks and feels great on the road. A solid choice, I'm sure you're gonna love it. In this video, we're going to be going through everything you need to get started for your first drive. I want to make this process as easy as possible for you, so I've created chapters enabling you to search for any of the sections in this guide easily. There's going to be some features we won't go through, but you'll be able to find some of them in other videos on the channel. Alright, let's get into it. Let's start with your smart key. You can lock your ATTO 2 using the top button. You can unlock it using the second button. Fun tip, if you hold these buttons down, you can open or close your windows. In your settings, you've also got the option to have your windows automatically close when you lock your vehicle every time if you prefer. Double press the third button to unlock the boot. Then you can pull it open easily. Now the button at the very bottom, hold this to turn on your vehicle including your AC, which is great for preconditioning your car. Use this to warm your vehicle before you get in during winter or to pre-cool it in summer. You can press and hold it again to turn your car off. Your smart key also has an openable section at the bottom which gives you access to the physical key. Use this like you would a traditional key. Still with me? Alright, let's move on to an important aspect of owning your ATTO 2, charging. Your charging port is located on the right side at the front of your ATTO 2. Now, there are two types of charging available. AC charging uses the top section of the port and is a little slower than its counterpart, DC charging. The rubber port caps help keep them safe from dirt and dust when you're not using them. To charge your vehicle, first unlock your car and press the charging port in to open it. This is what an AC charging cable looks like. When you start charging, your dashboard will display some important information about the charge, such as an estimate on how much time before fully charged and how fast your car is charging. Your ATTO 2 comes with a slow AC charger, which you can plug into a power point, as well as a V2L cable, which is a super useful feature when you need mobile power. V2L stands for vehicle to load, and it turns your ATTO 2's blade battery into a giant power bank, meaning you can use your power tools anywhere. It's also great for camping or during a blackout. Plug the cable in like you would to charge your car, except now your car will discharge when you turn the power board on. Similarly to when charging, your dashboard will give you information such as how much time you've got left to use V2L. Now let's talk about some driver's adjustments. Your seating position is important for comfort and for minimizing fatigue. Let's get you into a position that suits you. If you've got a variant that has powered adjustment seating, you'll see some controls that look like this. Let's firstly adjust your backrest to the right angle using this lever here. This one here adjusts your seat forwards or backwards as well as up and down. Hey, nice work. Now let's move on to adjusting the steering wheel position. There's a lever just underneath the steering wheel. Pull it down and adjust the wheel to how you'd like it. Then push the lever back into place. You might find that adjusting the steering wheel means you'll need to adjust your seat again. That's okay, find a good combination of all of these controls to find a position that suits you perfectly. Next up, we've got your mirrors. Get these right for good visibility. Let's start with your rear view up top. This is a classic manual adjustment. For your side view mirrors, find the control panel on your right. Depending on your variant, you might see a button at the top panel which will fold your mirrors in. To adjust your mirrors, firstly select the mirror you want to adjust. Then use the directional controls to adjust them. Both side view mirrors have blind spot detection. The triangle will light up if there's someone there. The rest of the control panel is used to lock or unlock your car, control your windows, as well as lock your windows. Now, depending on your ATTO 2 variant, you may have a sunshade to accompany the glass roof. Use this control panel here to open and close the sunroof. Alright, now let me take you through your steering wheel controls. There's quite a few functions here, so I'll take you through the ones you'll likely use the most. Let's start with your adaptive cruise control, which can be activated by pressing this button. You can set your cruise control speed limit using this toggle here. Your ATTO 2 will maintain a certain distance from the vehicle ahead. Use this button here to decrease the distance, or this button here to increase what that distance is. You can also turn on intelligent cruise control in your settings, which will not only help you maintain a safe distance from the car in front of you, but will also keep you centered in the lane. The menu button will give you some manual controls on the dash, as well as let you customize your dash. The final button here will depend on your variant. It might activate your 360-degree camera. Here you can see what the 360-degree camera looks like. This feature is great for navigating tight spaces or parking. There are some controls on the touchscreen that enable you to see around your entire car and change which camera you're using. Now moving to the right side of the steering wheel, let's explore your multimedia controls. You can skip forward a track or radio station as well as go back. In the middle will be your volume slider, which you can also press to mute. The button with a microphone on it will enable your voice commands. You can also do this by saying, "Hi BYD." Use it to give voice commands such as change the AC temperature or open a specific window. You can also hold this button while connected to CarPlay to activate Siri. The next button along will answer a phone call or take you to make a phone call, and the next button will hang up those phone calls. To the left of your steering wheel is your indicator. Follow the direction of the wheel to activate either your right or your left indicator. You've got two rockers here as well, one for your front wipers and the other for your rear wipers. On the right side of your steering wheel is your gear selector. Use this to put your vehicle into park, drive, reverse, or neutral. Do this with your foot on the brake. Since your gear selector is next to your steering wheel, your center console looks much more elegant. Let me take you through what each of these buttons do. Let's actually start in the middle. With your foot on the brake, you can turn your car on and off with this button. Now, starting from the left, the first toggle allows you to switch between driving modes. Eco if you have a heavy foot, Sport for maximum power, Normal for a balanced mode, and Snow for a slippery terrain. The next button will activate your hazards. The one with the A on it will activate or deactivate your auto hold. This feature is great if you don't want to have to hold your foot on the brake, for example, at a set of lights. To the right of your start-stop button is a button that will change between different regen braking intensity. More regen braking means your car will naturally slow down faster while it harnesses energy. Next, you've got quick access to your front demister for when you need it quickly. And finally, here you have another volume slider. You can also press it to turn your touchscreen on and off. You can also hold it to reset your infotainment touchscreen. Now, speaking of your touchscreen, let's dive into it in a little bit more detail, starting with your air conditioning settings, or AC. If you ever want to really quickly adjust your AC without talking to your car, on your touchscreen at any time, you can use 3 fingers, swiping left and right for intensity and up and down for temperature. A really easy way to set the perfect temp. Open the AC settings from the middle button at the bottom. The middle section here allows you to control where the airflow comes from. The max button up the top left is the fastest way to cool your car. The next button turns on the front demister. Next to that is your rear and side mirror defrosters. Here you can select to recycle air. Next, you can change if you just want fans only. Select auto to let your car decide for a neutral comfort. And the final button here turns your AC on or off. The slides on either side allow you to change temperature, and the slide at the bottom adjusts intensity. Now, depending on your variant, you might also have the seats tab up the top, which allows you to adjust your seat heating and ventilation. Don't forget, you can also control your AC by pressing the voice command button or by saying "Hi BYD." You can manually adjust the AC vents quickly and easily. Now, let's talk about your swipe down menu. You can access it by swiping down from the top. Here you have a lot of quick functionality such as brightness and Bluetooth. Connecting your phone to Bluetooth enables you to use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now let's take a look at your settings menu. There are a ton of options here, so let's just talk through some key ones and how to navigate them. Open your settings from the cog icon at the bottom. The right side shows a list of setting categories. In the vehicle settings, for example, in the Comfort Driving tab, you've got the option to have your car automatically turn on when you unlock it and get in. You can also set it to automatically turn off when you lock it and walk away. From the lock settings in the Windows tab, you can have your windows automatically close when you lock your car, as well as automatically close when it's raining. In the Locks tab, you've got the option to have your car automatically lock once you start driving. You've also got a row of easily accessible applications that you can customize. Next to your phone book, you've got music, unless you decide to change it. Tapping on this section enables you to cycle through all the different audio sources such as DAB, FM radio, or any stored audio. Speaking of music, if you love to mess around with the equalizer to find the perfect sound, open your settings and in the Sound and Display tab under Audio, tap on Equalizer. Here, you can choose from a range of presets and you've got the option to tweak the different bands within those presets. You've also got the option to set the sound field balance. Choose a specific seat or position if you want the sound system to make it sound better for them. You can see all of your apps by tapping on the icon at the very bottom left. Here you can tap and hold, then drag the apps like you would on a smartphone. You can also edit the bar at the bottom. Tap and hold, then choose which quick functions you want your touchscreen to have at all times. One of the shortcuts you can add is the rotating screen function. It's a great feature if you want the inbuilt nav, for example, to see further ahead. Keep in mind that not all applications work while your touchscreen is in portrait mode. You're almost ready to drive. Let me show you a few more settings that are going to make your driving experience a little bit more comfortable and personalized. Under Vehicle Settings and Driving Control, you've got the option to personalize your steering wheel and brake comfort levels. Comfort steering is a little bit lighter. For brakes, comfort braking is a little bit smoother. Adjust these to your preferences. Regen braking also affects the feel of your ATTO too. You can change this setting under Energy and Energy Manager. On high, your car will feel like it slows down faster, and it does so while harnessing momentum to give you a little bit more range. Again, test the settings out to see what you prefer. And you've made it! One final note, I would love to show you how to set up the BYD app and your digital keys. I've made separate videos for you to explore those wonderful features. Thanks so much for being here and learning with me. I know you're going to love your new ATTO too. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon.